Viewer discretion is advised because hello, Dungeons of Light and Darkness, and welcome back once again to the Realm of Darkness. It's good to be back. Now, as you should have seen from the intro, the game we're talking about is Team Fortress 2. I never talk about this game as much as I should, but I gotta tell you, it's really good. Whenever I get enough of mobile number 1 or mobile number 2, Team Fortress 2 is always there to greet me with open arms. But anyway, I'm not gonna do what everyone in the world has done before and praise the game, because to be honest, you've heard it before, so let's just focus on the title of the video. Top 9 Team Fortress 2 classes. Now before I say anything else, I love all these classes but one. And even then, it's not much of a hate, more than it's just a meh. And I find that all of these classes pretty much make the game for me. Because when a bunch of psychomaniacs all share one battlefield, chaos happens. And I love chaos. Ground rules, judging for personality, weapon loadout, and how well he, or maybe she, performs his or her role. So, let's get started. Yeah, I don't like this guy. Don't get me wrong, all of the classes are equally retarded, and I see them as one big family, but the soldier is like the racist grandfather of the family. You know the one that everybody loves, but at the same time is ashamed to be related to. The soldier is a crazed war veteran, go figure, and is a die-hard patriotic member of America. Cliched premise, but I'd be damned if I didn't admit to it being funny. However, this dude is harsh. Like, really fucking harsh. Because the classes in this game are so fleshed out, everyone has emotes and voice clips full of hilarious things they say. However, the soldiers' taunts are so brutal they're almost insulting.
Scotland is not a real country. You are an Englishman with a dress. Go back to Calgary, you cowherding Canadian. This American boot just kicked your ass back to Russia. Fires for cooking s'mores, son. You're dead, that's good, amen.
Yikes, Valve has a guy that says this kind of shit and nobody goes after them? Oh, but they have time to argue about a children's romance simulator. Fucking humanity. Douchebaggery aside, this guy is a total monster on the battlefield. As an offensive class, his role is basically to fuck shit up, and I think he does that quite nicely. With his love on an RPG, a shotgun, and a friggin' shovel, a good soldier can wreck your face before you can even say debt to America. Also, since he's the most basic offensive class, he's pretty easy to get a handle on, while being hard to master. The only cons I really have with him, besides him being a major bitch, is that he's really slow, and his playstyle is boring. However, both can be remedied with 2 words. Rocket jumping. Rocket jumping is basically the soldier's way of saying, fuck you physics, I'm gonna do my own shit. This leads to multiple hilarious and epic trick shots, and gives the soldier much more mobility all around. It's not an easy trick to master, and I can't tell you how to do it myself, but if you can do it, you become a force of nature, immediately. It's always satisfying launching yourself into the air and slamming down the market gardener on some unlucky bastard's head. Or, you know, it could be a cheap shot, use a damn parachute. Hell, even medics with the quick fix can help you out so that you can survive the recoil damage from the fall. Overall, he's still a good class, but he's an asshole and an idiot, so, yeah, I just no.
I have done nothing but teleport bread for 3 days.
Where have you been sending it?
Fucking soldier. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get wrecked for this, but do I really care? The Heavy, the poster boy of Team Fortress 2, is at number 8. Yeah. So So what could have possibly possessed me to put this guy solo on the list? Well, you're gonna find that out later. Heavy hails from Soviet Russia. And, well, that's all you need to know. Once you put a country like Russia on this guy, you already know everything about him. Especially since Valve has a trigger finger for racial stereotypes. So yeah, loud, mad, heavy accented Russian pretty much sums it up. However, this particular Russian has a minigun the size of a baby elephant. And you know what, it's strange, because outside of battle the dude sounds calm and maybe even wise, but when he steps on that dirt he screams louder than any other Dragon Ball Z character in existence. The dude will run out, call you a baby, and then make you Swiss cheese. And he'll have fun doing it too. But on the other hand, who could blame him when he's pretty much the most expensive hired gun on the planet? He mentions that it costs $400,000 to fire that gun for 12 seconds. Well, I did some calculations and that adds up to $33,333.33 per second. If I had this guy's salary, I could buy my country. And as for being useful, let me just say this. Defense my ass! This dude gets more kills than most offensive classes in the game. I mean, yeah, I guess you could stick him on defense. I mean, with that big fucking gun, I don't think anyone's gonna get past that. But nothing in my eyes is more effective than one solid push as a heavy. You capture 3 points immediately, given you have the right backup. If you come face to face with this guy, you're dead. Hell, it doesn't even have to be the minigun. He has a shotgun. Hell, he could kill you with his fists. Not to mention he has 300 health. That's the most health in the entire game, not counting overheal. And if you have the, I quote, sandwich, you can regain all of that. However, for all his firepower, this long gun has a fatal flaw. He's slow as shit. Given the Pyro's base speed is just about average, the Heavy is 23% slower than that. He's the slowest class. I mean, just look at this shit.
Medic!
Yeah, no, not happening. The pure fact that it takes so damn long to run into battle and that enemies can hear the gun rev up halfway across the battlefield means that you are a prime target for demolition. Basically, you're marked for death the moment you show your face. And while you do have 300 health, that means nothing when you're shot by scatterguns, burned by pyros, and blasted by rockets at the same time. 300 could drop to 0 real quick, pal, medic or no medic. If it wasn't for that one flaw, he'd be a lot higher on this list. But then again, he'd also be a lot more overpowered, so I guess it's just fair. But whatever, he's still a force to be reckoned with. So when you hear that minigun rev up, you better run.
Cry some more.
I feel like I'm slowly climbing the hate ladder for this. Allow me to make my case. Pyro's a fuckhead.
You suck!
Okay, allow me to further make my case. Jeez. Pyro's a fuckhead with a flamethrower and an axe with your name on it. And as I have said many times, I like fire, so me and this guy really hit it off. Personality, however, none. Unless batshit insane counts as one. The dude doesn't even talk. Everything he says is muffled beyond recognition because of that little mask that he has. So I guess the main reason why he's not as high on this list as the others is because, well, he lacks the one thing the others have. Actual personality. It's scary, to be honest. I mean, he's got that creepy mask with soulless eyes. Ugh. And not to mention that all of his taunts are basically the physical manifestation of what the fuck. He could be high-fiving you and then the next second he could be jumping up and down and screaming like a schoolgirl. Or making a stereotypical gangsta pose for some reason. It's like Valve didn't even know what personality they wanted to give Pyro. In fact, no. What the hell even is this guy? No one really knows who or what is behind that mask. In fact, people don't even know the guy's gender. And no, do not bring Matt Patton's game theories into this. And to be honest, he was actually going to be number 8, but the reason why I changed it to be number 7 is because this mystery is the main reason why everyone loves him. And besides, it wouldn't be fair to stick him at 8 because, come on, this guy's probably the best offensive class in the game. I mean, he's an offensive class with a flamethrower. Do the math. Now, many people rank this guy down for taking no skill to play, which is the most bullshit. While technically, yes, pretty much all you need to do to kill someone is to hold the left mouse button down and walk forward, he's much more complicated than that. And in most cases, using that strategy will just leave you mass first in the cold, blood-stained dirt. A good pyro can do other things, like, say, shoot you with flare guns, slice you with an axe repeatedly, extinguish allies, saving them from the enemy pyro, push the enemy pyro and his allies off a fucking cliff, you know, etc. Oh, and then there's the burn effect. As soon as your flames touch any part of their body, they're gonna be screaming, "Fire! Fire! Fire!" for like 10 seconds. Seriously, I bet most of Pyro's kills come from the burn effect. So before anyone says anything about Pyros not requiring skill, I'd advise you not to fuck with fire, because fire burns a lot. But in any case, no matter how much I like Pyro, if I were stuck in a room with him, I'd get the fuck out of there. Because that is one scary dude. It almost makes you think what the hell is going on in that head of his. Ugh. Well, what do you know? NG actually made it up this far. At first, the idea of playing the engineer was an absolute chore to me. Too much maintenance, too much micromanagement, not enough action. But then again, that's when I realized just how important these guys are as a team, especially on defense. First off, his personality is genius. He's so different from all the others in the way that he's the only one that's sane. He's remarkably calm and well put together. However, that doesn't mean he doesn't enjoy kicking ass. When a dude can be quoted on solving all of his problems using gun, that dude's a badass. And he is the one class that I've seen with taunts executed so well that they can hit just as hard as a soldier, but still be funny rather than brutal.
Drunk on the battlefield ain't no way to be, son. Never mind the bullets. How much all these coffins costing you? Slap a poultice on that, Doc! Didn't your mama teach you not to play with matches? Aw, now you don't look like a happy camper. That's what it feels like when eagles cry, soldier boy.
Burned! As a support class, he does his job pretty well. His job revolves around him building his little machines. We have dispensers, which dispense health and ammo to allies, teleporters, which do as the name implies, and turrets, which, well, they just fucking wreck shit. I'm serious. You think that Meet the Engineer video was an exaggeration? Nope, that shit can't get any more real. If NG upgrades a turret to level 3, and he's playing defensive, good fucking luck trying to win that game. It's like an insta-kill to the face. However, the only problem with his type of playstyle is that he has to constantly manage his machines, or they'll just crash and burn. Which is kind of the reason why a lot of people hate NG. I mean, you could take that shotgun and put in some work, but oh look, yeah, you blew up. Probably should have brought more gun. But in any case, the engineer is by far one of the most useful classes in TF2, and is definitely worth learning if your team needs one. Oh, but just don't teleport any bread.
What the hell is that?
Once again, god damn it, soldier. Had to keep him in the top 5, man. Ever seen a mad scientist? Well, meet the mad scientist's even madder cousin, the insane doctor. Now this stereotype is used in a lot of places like Bioshock, or Crash Bandicoot, or the game discount that revolves around Team Fortress 2. Enter the medic. This guy is pretty much a fan favorite class of Team Fortress 2 since the beginning of Team Fortress 2's existence, and I can see why. 1, he's German, 2, he's hilarious, and 3, he's batshit insane. And let me put it to you simply, if you don't have a medic on your team, you're most likely going to lose. When you have a support class that gives you healing and invincibility in a game as hectic as Team Fortress 2, you don't use that class, you are officially 50 shades stupid. And while he seems to have very little voice clips in game, his personality shines the brightest out of all of them. As for his usefulness on the battlefield, yeah, that's what I thought. There are a set of keystrokes specifically designed to call the medic into action, so it should be a big old duh that this guy is important. However, I wouldn't endorse fighting with him. Your gun shoots medicine, not bullets. Now yes, he does have a melee weapon, the crossbow, and even a Nerf gun that shoots needles, but that does not give him the excuse to charge in front of a turret and die. What he should be doing is taking his giant metagun and shooting his medicine at his allies. And if that ally just so happens to be a heavy... yeah. For anyone wondering what that was Ubercharge, an ability the medic can activate by making himself and whoever he's healing invincible to enemy fire. At least till he runs out of Uber. Which is why you usually see medics hugging the heavy to the point that the two of them get shipped. Because when you Ubercharge a heavy, you get death. A lot of death. I'm talking Red Wedding level death here. Like, you see this? This isn't an understatement. This happens in game. It's so ridiculous, I'm serious. In fact, why don't you just start playing some heavy metal to this shit? I love this guy.
Boom. Headshot.
Yup, every Call of Duty player's mortal enemy is number 4. But why? Why did they put the sniper of all people so high on the list? Well, I'll tell you this much, it ain't because of his suave voice and charming looks, but rather because he's actually more of a normal human being. The sniper is a breath of fresh air. Fresh, unpoisoned, sanity-filled air. Unlike everyone else whose main purpose is to inflict death on everyone they see with every weapon known to man because they're a bunch of sadists, this guy is actually a plain assassin doing his job as a paid assassin. He takes pride in his job and he lives by morals. Sniping is his livelihood. No, really, it is his livelihood. I mean, he ain't doing anything else with his life. I mean, he lives in a fucking van. A fucking van. That's sad, dude. But that's not all I like about him. Even his gameplay is refreshing. I mean, you are a fucking sniper. You go on a building and pop the heads off of people. Am I the only one that finds this really fun? I mean, the sniper seems to love it. He's having a ball. And hearing his taunts after kills are just so satisfying. Although some of them are extremely hurtful.
You know what you and Jane Austen have in common? You're both dead. Women is a touching story. Once upon a time you died, and I lived happily ever after. The end. You know what you're dominating now? Bleeding. Hate to break it to you, but your own team paid me to do that. It was you. Very full of yourself. Then, very briefly surprised. Then, dead.
Ouch, dude. What happened to being polite? I don't think I have to explain what it is to be a sniper. You are a fucking sniper. Snipe things. I mean, sure, you have the SMG, but you ain't getting anything with that. You're better off using the Bowie knife. The sniper is a breath of fresh air, and a game that in itself is a breath of fresh air when compared to all the other first-person shooter games in existence. Everyone's bloody crazy, and the sniper is just a sniper. I like the sniper. The sniper's good. In fact, let's take a moment to admire the sniper for a bit. Okay, moment over. fuck the formalities, I'm gonna get straight into the shit. I love the Demo Man. The Demo Man is fucking awesome. If this is the ultimate representation of Scotland, I want to live there. Are you looking at your screen? Are you looking at your screen right now? This is a Demo Man blowing shit up. Alright, back on track. Personality, genius, no explosion. I'm gonna list it off right here. This guy is a drunken, Scottish, bombardiering Cyclops. And when I say drunken, I mean drunken. This dude is like floored all the time. You gotta wonder how he be when he's not wasted on booze. What, you think I'm kidding? No. He's doing all this shit? Floored. Dude, while floored, takes his balancing grenade launcher, sticky grenade launcher, and beer bottle, and goes out to the field and wrecks the shit out of everything. His grenades ricochet off walls and floors, making indirect fire even better than direct fire, and makes vanilla demos wholly unpredictable. Sticky grenades are the ultimate defensive weapons, especially if you are using the Scots resistance. And if you don't want to play vanilla demo, which is understandable because he's pretty fucking difficult, there are so many choices of loadout with this guy to change how you want to play him. I don't know why you'd want to though. I mean, vanilla demo is all you really need. I mean, the bitch can fly. But again, if you don't like the flying Scotsman, you can go the more creative route. Enter Demo Knight. Jeez, this subclass is ridiculous. Now, I am terrible and unequipped for Demo Knight, so right now you're watching Star. Or Star underscore. Or Star, the dude that fucks with Germ all the time. I don't know his name. I'd like you to take a second, just a second, to marvel in the greatness that you are witnessing. Soak it in, really soak it in. Feel that? That's pure, raw, unadulterated, uncensored, 100% concentrated sadism forming in your mind. This is the essence of Demo Man. Pyrotechnics and sadism. Have fun, you guys.
Oh, they're going to have to glue you back together in hell!
Ah yes, the spy. What can I say about him that nobody has ever said before? Well, nothing actually, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say what everyone has said before. The spy is a fucking asshole! The spy is France's very own representation of a devilish James Bond, if James Bond was a fucking prick. Sharp suit, cigarette, most overpowered one-handed firearm in fiction. The only thing he needs is to swap out the tie and take off the mask. This guy's a snake, and I love snakes. There's just something about a man who uses his cunning and wit to outsmart, outplay, and defeat and demean someone that brings a smile to my face. And this guy definitely knows how to play the role. However, underneath the whole wall of douche, therein lies a sophisticated man. And I think that's why I like him so much. Sure, he's a straight up bitch, but that's just part of the job description. But you know what else is part of the job description? Your spine. This is the main reason the spy is up so high. The backstab. And you know, you think just tiptoe on up to a bunch of crazed gunmen in the heat of battle, unaware of their surroundings, and just plunge a big old plate of cold steel into their backs will be easy. And for the most part, you'd be right. But the fun and challenge of the spy's playstyle comes from what leads up to that point. The spy is a frail man, guys. He may have an insanely overpowered revolver at his disposal, but doesn't mean he can turn into the French Terminator or anything. He only has 125 health. The moment he makes an appearance, he's a human dartboard. So how do you get around that? Simple. Pick a cigarette, turn into a fucking class, any class on the enemy team, and voila, you have become and have infiltrated the enemy base. Have fun inducing panicked rage. The thing that I love about this is that not only does it have you think and play strategically, but it also requires map awareness, patience, and pacing. There are a lot of limitations. You can't shoot while disguised, so if you're next to someone that's, say, like, heavy, and you ain't firing, you're fucked. Pyros can still light you on fire. You can cloak to get out of danger, but you only have a limited amount of time to get out of there. And you can't disguise while cloaked either. Hell, even disguising at the wrong place at the wrong time can give you away. The big smoke bomb in your suit kinda screams, "Shoot me." So yeah, this guy's probably the most difficult to pick up in the game. But when you do, he is so much fun. And he will fuck you and your mother up a wall. Literally, fuck your mother.
What the? Wait,
Indeed. And now he's here to f us.
Damn, I love this guy. If you played TF2 before, you know there's only one class left. And you know who it is. All hail the force of nature Scout! Yes, the Scout, of all 9 other classes, is number 1 on the list. The Demo Man, who I praise for being pretty much god of everything awesome, cannot beat the Scout. The Spy, who triumphed over Demo Man for being one of the best assassins that I've ever seen in video gaming history, has been defeated by the Scout. Why, Darklink? Why is this? It's because unlike the other 2 classes and any other class in the game, the Scout is a lot faster and much more efficient than any of them. Scout by default is already 33% faster than every other class in the game, period. Making teleporters unnecessary because running into battle is just as fast. He's basically Sonic the Hedgehog with a Boston accent and a gun. As for his personality, while no other class can be as colorful as Demo Man, I can actually relate with Scout much more. The Scout is an egocentric, sarcastic, trash-talking douchebag. And if you ask anyone who's known me long enough, they'd probably tell you the same damn thing about me. Besides, he's not too much of a dick, just enough to keep you entertained. He's funny, not insufferable, and I like that.
The best man won, you bomb-throwing drunk. Here's a schematic for you. My ass! $400,000 to fire that gun, huh? Yeah, money well spent. Ooh, your gun shoots medicine. It's intimidating. Repeat after me. I'm dead. You camped the whole time for this? Dismissed. Hey, look, you shapeshifted into a dead guy.
Apply cold water to burned area. And as for combat, like I said, you gotta go fast. Equipped with a scattergun, a pistol, and a bat, the Scout can literally deck you in 0 seconds flat. He doesn't look like one for war, or even someone meant to take seriously, but guys, I beseech you, take him seriously. I don't think I have to say this, but if you see a Scout strafing around like the Roadrunner hawked up on Monster Energy, kill him. His scatterguns can shut even heavies down in a matter of seconds. He can and will make quick work of you. Do not underestimate him. And for anyone who says shit like, Scouts are for noobs, BOOM! Now shut up! Scouts are basically essential for a team. They're not just for noobs. They're barely even noob friendly. That's the vanilla soldiers department. The Scout moves quick, kills quick, and caps points and moves payloads quick. And I mean 2 times as quick as everyone else. What can I say? He does everything quick, meaning you won't see him coming. But of course, the Scout has his problems. I mean again, 125 health. You have to be really good at evasiveness or you'll get shot. A lot. He also has a... Well, he also Actually, you know what? That's it. Just the health thing. I legitimately can't think of anything else that hinders Scout. I mean, it is still a big problem, but when you have plenty of other things to back him up, it's like, it's not even worth it. I mean, you have bats that give you extra jumps, bats that stun people, bats that cause bleeding, you have scatterguns that make you even faster every time you hit something, you even have a fucking soda that gives you crits on impact. I can't! The Spy may be a wake-up call in the form of death's doorbell ringing in your face, but the Scout's death's fucking alarm clock. This has been Darklink II, and I'd like to thank you for joining me in the realm of darkness. But first, some last words on the Scout. Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, Scout hurts people. Boink! He's a force of nature. Bonk! If you were from where he was from, you'd be fucking dead. Woo! So here are the ground rules. Judging for personality, weapon sets, and... What the fuck? Weapon set? I don't fucking... What's a weapon set? I don't think people say that. What the fuck? What is loaded of the fuck? What fucking penis? I don't know my life. As a support class, I think it's just job. That's just. Fucking awesome.